Hey, I just found a spider in my fridge, and it's glowing like a neon disco ball. Wait, is that a glow-in-the-dark spider or am I hallucinating? Either way, it's weird, it's fascinating, and it's about to change everything. You know how sometimes your phone lights up in the dark? Well, these spiders have their own built-in flashlight, but not for taking selfies. They use it to find their way around, or maybe to scare off other spiders. I'm not sure, but it's a total vibe. But here's the real question. How do they even see in the dark? Do they have night vision? Do they use the glow like a flashlight? Or are they just glowing for fun and not actually navigating anything? I'm not sure, but I'm about to find out. So I'm gonna take you on a wild ride through the spider world, where some of them glow like Halloween decorations and others are just normal. But don't worry, we'll figure out how they navigate. Probably by glowing. Alright, let's get started. This is the first step in a journey that will take us from the dark corners of your fridge to the glowing heart of spider navigation. I promise it's gonna be as fun as it is weird. So we're talking about these tiny spiders that glow in the dark like little disco balls. They're not just creepy crawlies, they're like the night's glittery party crashers. But wait, how do they even see in the dark? Are they like the spider version of a nightlight? Or are they just really bad at hiding? So it's not like they're using flashlights. They're just glowing. Like the spider version of a nightlight that's also a party animal. This glow isn't just for show. It helps them find mates, scare off predators, or maybe even just look cool in the dark. So the question is, how does this glowing stuff work? Are they like the spider version of a bioluminescent jellyfish? Okay, let's be real, you've probably seen these glowing spiders in your bathroom or on the wall. But here's the thing, your phone's flashlight isn't the only reason they glow. It's actually a super cool survival trick that's way more interesting than you think. Imagine if your favorite hoodie had a built-in light show. That's basically what these spiders are doing. They're not just glowing for show, they're using it to communicate, scare predators, and maybe even find mates. Pretty rad, right? And here's the kicker, this glow doesn't need any electricity. It's like a solar-powered light-up shirt made of spider silk. They absorb light during the day and then glow at night. So basically, they're like nature's own nightlight. You might not care about spiders, but you do care about glowing things. Ever wondered why your phone screen glows? Or why your fridge light stays on? These spiders are basically the OGs of bioluminescence. They've been doing it way before we even had electricity. So next time you see a glowing spider, don't just stare. Think about how cool it is that nature figured out light without batteries. You're basically living in a glowing spider's dream, or nightmare. Either way, it's pretty wild. Okay, let's jump back to the 1950s. Glow-in-the-dark spiders were basically the original bioluminescent disco balls. They lit up the dark like a party in the woods. And scientists were like, wait, are they using glow-in-the-dark glitter? Show. A crude black and yellow spider with glowing green darts on its back, sitting on a dark forest floor, like a cartoon spider wearing a disco light-up vest. But then someone said, wait, maybe they're not glowing, they're just reflecting light. And boom, the whole thing got more complicated. It's like arguing whether a light bulb is a bulb or a lamp. Then came the light pollution era. Spiders started getting confused by streetlights and neon signs, like, is this a glow-in-the-dark spider or a glow-in-the-dark car? And now, we're still trying to figure out if they're glowing, reflecting, or just being spooky. It's like the mystery of the glowing spider is a never-ending detective story. So yeah, the history of glow-in-the-dark spiders is basically a sci-fi novel that never got written. But hey, at least we can all sleep better knowing there's a glowing spider watching over us. So imagine you're in a pitch-black cave, no lights, no stars, just total darkness. Now picture a spider that can glow like a nightlight. It's like having a tiny flashlight on your web, helping it find its way around. But here's the twist, it doesn't just glow like a flashlight, it's more like a glow stick. It's not super bright, but it's enough to light up the path ahead. Kind of like a spider with a glow-in-the-dark glow stick attached to its back. So the spider uses this glow to light up the area around it. It's like a spider with a tiny lantern, not a super bright one, but just enough to see where it's going. But here's the fun part, the glow isn't just for seeing. It helps the spider find its way back to its web. Like a tiny glow trail that only it can follow even in the dark. So basically, glow-in-the-dark spiders are like spiders with built-in night lights. They use their glow to find their way, not just see, but navigate through the dark like a little glowing explorer. Okay, so first thing first, these spiders don't actually glow. They're just super good at reflecting light. Like a disco ball in a spider suit. They're basically the party animals of the spider world, except they don't drink alcohol. But wait, how do they even get the light in the first place? They're not like glow sticks, they have to wait for someone to turn on the lights. Like, hey, let's go to the party. So the setup is kind of like a spider version of a flashlight. If you shine light on them, they can see. But they don't really see in the way we do. They're more like light sensors with a little bit of taste for darkness. And here's the kicker, they're not just reacting to light, they're also reacting to the lack of it. So they're like, is it dark? Is it dark? I need to find my way home. So the whole setup is really about contrast. They need light to see, but they also need dark to know when to move. It's like a spider with a flashlight and a nightlight both in its head. Okay, so they're glowing, but how do they actually use that light? Well, imagine you're at a party and you're holding a flashlight. You don't just shine it in the air, you point it where you want to go. Same with these spiders. They use their glow like a flashlight, aiming it at the right spots. But wait, how do they know which way to point it? It's not like they're using a compass. They probably have some kind of internal map, like a spider's version of Google Maps. Or maybe they just trust their gut, like I do when I'm lost in a grocery store. And here's the kicker, the glow isn't just for show. It's like a little beacon helping them find their way in the dark. Think of it as their own built-in flashlight, powered by the moon or a nightlight. They're basically tiny bioluminescent explorers. But how do they control the glow? Do they have a switch? Probably not. It's more like a dimmer switch, turning on when it's dark and fading when it's light. They're not trying to be flashy, they're just trying to survive. Like me trying to remember where my keys are at 2 a.m. So in the end, it's like they have a built-in nightlight helping them navigate the dark. They're not just glowing, they're smart, stealthy, and basically the Spider-Man of the spider world. Except they don't have a costume. But hey, they've got the glow. Okay, so they're not just glowing for show. They actually use their glow like a flashlight. Imagine if your phone screen was your only light source in the dark. You'd have to point it around to see where you're going. Spiders do something similar, but with bioluminescence. But here's the twist, they don't just shine light on everything. They point it straight ahead, like a headlamp. So they're basically using their own glow as a spotlight to see where they're going, not to light up the whole room. Wait, but how do they know where to point it? Oh, they have special sensors in their legs. It's like having a compass and a flashlight in your legs. They can sense the direction of the light and adjust their glow to point where they need to go. And here's the real trick, they don't just shine light. They also use the light to detect things, like a spider using a flashlight to look for prey, but also using the light to see if anything is moving near them. It's like a two-way light show. So in the end, it's not just about glowing. It's about using that glow as a tool, like a spider with a built-in flashlight, using it to find its way, find food, and even warn off other spiders. Glow isn't just pretty, it's a survival superpower. So here's the real deal. These spiders aren't just glowing like a neon sign in the dark. They're using something called bioluminescence, which is basically their own built-in flashlight. It's not like they're holding a battery or anything, it's more like they're wearing a tiny light bulb under their skin. But wait, how does that help them find their way? Well, they're not just glowing for show. They're using this light to see things in the dark, kind of like how your phone flashlight helps you find your keys in the dark. It's not super bright, but it's enough to make a difference. And to make it even cooler, they can control how bright they glow. Some are dim, some are bright, and some even change color depending on their mood or what they're doing. It's like having a mood ring but for spiders. So in short, these spiders aren't just glowing for fun. They're using their natural light to navigate, communicate, and maybe even show off a little. It's like they're saying, look at me, I'm not just a creepy crawly, I'm a glowing ninja. Okay, so imagine you're in a pitch black cave, and you've got this glowing backpack that only lights up when you're in the dark. You're not using any flashlights, just this weird glow that helps you find your way. It's like you're a glow-in-the-dark spider, but with a backpack. But here's the kicker, the glow isn't super bright. It's more like a faint trail that only helps you if you're really close to it. It's not like you're lighting up the whole cave, just giving yourself a little light to see the next step. So like you're not really seeing the whole room, just a little glow that helps you avoid the walls. It's not perfect, it's not fancy, but it's enough to keep you from falling off the ceiling or getting eaten by a bat. And honestly, if you had a backpack that glowed like that, you'd probably be the only one in the cave. Everyone else would be like, why are you glowing? That's not normal. But hey, you're a glow-in-the-dark spider, so you're the weird one and that's okay. So in short, glow-in-the-dark spiders are like the backpack-owning cave explorers. They're not the brightest, they're not the fastest, but they've got this glowing trail that helps them keep going, even when everything else is dark. And that's kind of awesome. So here's the thing, I swear. These spiders don't just glow in the dark, they glow like they're on a disco ball. It's not just light, it's like they've got a built-in flashlight. And guess what? They can actually see their own glow. Like they're not just being flashy, they're using it as a map. It's like if you had a flashlight on your head and you could see the light coming out of it. They use it to find their way around. But here's the kicker, this glow isn't just for show. It's actually helping them find their way through the dark, like a tiny lantern on their back. So yeah, even though it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, these spiders are basically nature's own glow stick. So first myth, glow-in-the-dark spiders use their glue to find their way. No, really, that's a thing people say. But here's the thing, spiders don't need to glue to navigate. They're not like glow-in-the-dark stickers on a wall, they're more like, well, spiders. They navigate using their legs, their environment, and sometimes even the wind. It's like they're walking around with a built-in GPS, but it's actually just their sense of touch and sight. Plus, they are kind of like ninjas, silent, stealthy, and not really caring about glowing. So the myth is busted. Glow-in-the-dark spiders don't use their glue for navigation. They're not like those glowing toys you put in the dark. They're more like, well, spiders, just with a little extra sparkle, and maybe a little extra confusion. But hey, if they do glow, it's probably for something else. Maybe to scare off predators or attract mates. Who knows? Spiders are weird, but that's why we love them. They're like the internet, full of secrets and weird stuff. So in short, glow-in-the-dark spiders don't navigate by glowing. They navigate by being awesome spiders, and that's a myth busted. Now let's move on to the next one. Probably something about how spiders don't actually make webs, or maybe they do, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's gonna be fun. So I heard this one about glow-in-the-dark spiders having some kind of built-in flashlight. Like they're like, I'm not just glowing, I'm shining. But here's the thing, buddy. Spiders don't actually have flashlights. They're not like I'm gonna light up the room and scare off the bugs. They're not even trying to be a lantern. They're just glowing, like a little party light in the dark. It's not a navigation tool, it's a mood ring. So if you see a glowy spider, don't assume it's got a spotlight. It's probably just trying to look cool in the dark. And maybe attract some confused moths. So the myth is busted. Spiders don't have flashlights, they don't need them. They're already the kings of the dark, they don't need to shine. So you're probably wearing glow-in-the-dark stuff right now, like that shirt you bought because it looked cool in the dark. Wait, was that a spider? Maybe not, but it's definitely a glowy thing. Your phone has a night mode, right? That's basically a glow-in-the-dark screen, just way more expensive and not made of spider silk. But it does the same trick. And if you've ever had a glow-in-the-dark sticker on your laptop, you've been living the spider life. It's like a tiny spider with a light bulb for a head. Even your fridge might have some glowy stuff. The light inside, that's a glow-in-the-dark light. No spider required, just a lot of patience and a lot of glow. And let's not forget the glow-in-the-dark stickers on your wall. They're like little spiders but with better posture and no webs. Just light and vibes. So yeah, you're surrounded by glowy things like a spider party that's also a science fair. Just don't let the spiders in. They might be lonely. So here's the thing, I once saw a glow-in-the-dark spider in my kitchen, and I swear it was like a tiny disco ball with legs. It was glowing so hard, I thought it was a UFO on a diet. I tried to follow it, but it was like trying to chase a glow stick in a dark room. It would blink out, then come back on like it was playing hide and seek with itself. Then it just stopped glowing. I was like, did it die? Did it go to sleep? Did it get scared of me? Or did it just decide to take a break from being a glowing spider? Turns out it was just adjusting its glow. Like a mood ring for spiders but with more legs and less sparkle. It was just being a spider. So yeah, glow-in-the-dark spiders aren't actually superpowered. They're just really good at glowing in the dark, which is kind of the point, I guess. So there's this one spider that's basically the spider version of a glow stick. It's got so much bioluminescence, it's like a disco ball in the dark. It's not just glowing, it's asterisk glowing hard asterisk, like a neon sign trying to outshine the moon. This spider is so lit, it's basically the DJ of the spider party. It doesn't need any light, it's the light. It's like if a glow stick had a career in nightlife and became a legend. Scientists think it's got a whole new way of seeing the world. Instead of just glowing, it's using its glow to create a kind of spider radar. It's like a flashlight that also reads the room. This spider is basically a living lantern. It's like if a firefly had a rock star attitude and a PhD in biochemistry. It's not just glowing, it's asterisk glowing with purpose asterisk. So if you ever see a spider glowing like a party light, you can pretty much assume it's the king of the dark. It's not just surviving in the dark, it's asterisk thriving asterisk in the dark, like a superhero with a glow stick. Okay, so the glow-in-the-dark spider is like a nightlight on legs, but one night it totally loses its glow. No light, no guide, no backup plan. It's like your phone dying in the middle of a Zoom call, you're stuck in the dark. Now it's just a regular spider, no special powers. It's like trying to find your way home in a pitch black room with no phone light. You're not just lost, you're a little scared, and maybe a little hungry. Sometimes, though, even with extra senses, it's just too dark. Like trying to find your keys in a black hole, you might as well give up and just wait for the light to come back. And if it's really desperate, it might even start glowing again, not from special powers, but from eating something glowing. Like a spider version of eating glow-in-the-dark candy. So in the end, the glow-in-the-dark spider is like a nightlight that can also go dark. It's not perfect, but it's still pretty cool. Just don't let it starve in the dark. So you're like, hey, these spiders glow in the dark, so they must be like super stealthy or something. But here's the thing, glow in the dark isn't like a secret superpower. It's more like a really bad flashlight that only works when it's dark. They don't use their glow to sneak up on prey or avoid predators. In fact, if you're a predator, glowing in the dark might be like wearing a neon sign that says I'm hungry and slow. And here's the real kicker, glowing in the dark uses a ton of energy. Think of it like having a glow stick that only works when you're out of power. It's like the spider's version of I'm out of battery, but I'm still trying to be a disco ball. So yeah, glow in the dark is more of a weird accident than a survival strategy. It's like the spider's version of I don't know why I glow, but I'm definitely not sorry about it. In the end, it's just nature's way of saying, hey, I'm here and I glow. And that's probably not a bad thing.